Hey everybody, it's The Shape, back with another video. This one gonna be a little different, but there will be a debunk, and it's not by me, it's by a up-and-comer, and it's a really good one, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to address a few things that's going on in the debunking community, and address Side-Eyed Guy's video and the last one he made about his strike, and a post in Debunkers Anonymous kind of got me thinking. A post by Ghost Bader Mandy about, just a lot of toxicity going on in the whole community as a whole. Also, as far as I know, PSI Paranormal, I'll link them down below. Their debunker's really good at it as well. I think they made a post where they're not going to do, I don't think they're going to be debunking paranormal channels in the future, if I understood it correctly, because of toxicity. And Purple is going through a lot. What's going on? Happy birthday to you. Everybody wish her a happy birthday in the comments. As a debunker on YouTube, and I've been doing it for almost half a decade now, what I can definitely tell you is every community, they have a certain percentage of people that are pretty cruel. And not just the debunking community, ghost hunt community. It doesn't matter what you do on YouTube. I don't care if you just read the Bible. I don't care if you just do documentaries. I don't care if you just post music videos. You're going to get it. Anytime you're, in the public eye, no matter if you're a small channel like me or a humongous channel, you're going to get people that just simply don't like you because you're you. And that's all it has to be for them. They sit behind their keyboards and they'll type out the most rotten of messages that you could say to somebody, because they're behind a keyboard, obviously. There's no repercussions, because if you got a channel, you got more to lose. Especially if you're making content and you're trying to make the channel do well, you have something to lose. They don't, except for if they get called out for it or YouTube removes them, they'll just make another account and another one and another one. They know that. But yeah, I'm going to address that. Now, let's get into the Side-Eyed Guy's video.
Hi everyone, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a video like this where I just get to talk into a microphone, but in those last 2 weeks it's been pretty eventful, so there's a few things I'd like to get off my chest. Now let's talk about the twins. As of now, the strike has been lifted and the 3 twin paranormal reaction videos I made are back on my channel. I should also mention that quite a few people seem to think that the twins put a strike on Beardo and Purple, and that's actually not the case. They have their own ridiculous drama with Lainey and Ben, which is just utterly pathetic.
Now, all this going on in the debunker community with all debunkers, I can't help but feel as if it's coordinated by multiple channels. Huh? Yeah, it feels like if the twins copyright struck me just by myself, I would think, okay, that's just spur of the moment type stuff. But then when you get a broader picture of what's going on with all debunkers, like the Side-Eyed Guy, Beardo, Purple, you start to see a different picture. It seems coordinated, malicious, and intentional. That's the way it comes off as me. You comment below your thoughts, but that's how I feel about it.
well. And Beardo's also got some more drama with this other knobhead who seems to be giving him grief. So, you know, go show Beardo support lately. And I don't know what's going on. There must be something in the water with these fakers that are just bombarding us with this nonsense. So, for those of you who have stuck this late in the video and don't have a clue what I'm talking about, I'm going to do a brief summary of what happened between me and the twins over the last 2 weeks. So, about 2 weeks ago, I wake up, and before checking my channel or emails or anything like that, I go on the Facebook group that the Shape created called Debunkers Anonymous.
Debunkers Anonymous is a great Facebook group. You can go join there. You can talk debunking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Shameless plug, I know, but hey.
And I see on there that a post is up there that the Shape has been copyright struck by Twin Paranormal on a video he did where he did a really fantastic video of a slam dunk of a debunk.
Oh, I didn't go in depth over my copyright strike. I mentioned it and I moved on. I posted it in Debunkers and I moved on. I said it in the YouTube video and I moved on. But let me tell you a little something about copyright strikes. First off, that's supposed to be your last resort. If somebody's stealing your content, profiting off of it, and don't give you no credit, that, yeah, I can see that somebody's striking that. Or if they're slandering you or something like that, I can also see them striking you over that. But proper criticism, or I show a clip and show you what I think of that clip, why it might be fake or whatever. But let me tell you why I got the copyright strike. There was like a 1 minute long clip that got striked. And the clip, mind you, in the video I praised Twin Paranormal. I said they do build a good atmosphere. So I gave them their props. But the part that got struck was me talking about an app. Not necessarily their app that they created, you know, but a app. I was talking about how they're crap. Because I said that, apparently, is why I got struck.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
Because that's the part time-stamped over the strike, obviously. Let that sink in. I said an app was crap, and they got struck. Think about that.
And I can understand why they want to silence him on it, because it does not make them look very good. So at that time I was like, this is out of order. There's no need for this. And then I shortly realized they did the same with all 3 of my videos. They've all been copyright struck by Twin Paranormal. The first thing that I thought was that I must have in fact been wrong, that my understanding of fair use must have been incorrect.
And I watched Side-Eyed Guy video two or three times, and it was 100% fair use. 100%.
So after reading up on what exactly fair use is, I realized that my content is, in fact, clearly protected under fair use. I reached out to the Shape since he was going through the same thing as me, and he was ridiculously supportive. It would have been a real struggle going through all this, you know, without his help.
Side-Eyed Guy, that's my pleasure, by the way. Now, those of you who have been with me a long time, let's say 4 or 5 years, you remember back in the, you know, earlier days, you know, when you really didn't know no other debunkers. You knew Duck of Truth, but he'd already been run off by most RG's fans, and hadn't posted in a long time. Nobody else was debunking paranormal channels, at least not to my knowledge. There was one other, but he does clips and he does just all different things. And there were a couple channels that done one-offs. You know, but, but back when we first started, we've always had somebody come at us, no matter who it was, especially when we started getting 1,000 views or 1,500 views. The channel, whoever we had, I've had the fam in my comments being a real piece of work. Quite a few. I've had Omar give me a takedown notice where they try to get a video taken down, not striking you, but trying to get the video taken down. He tried that. Exploring with Us, who had 1 million subs, come after me and called me some of the worst things you could be called. And I remember what that felt like, because I didn't have, you know, nobody I could reach out to. And man, you feel powerless. These big channels are coming at you and they're sending their all their supporters, or a lot of them. But what got me through, being as, you know, I didn't know nobody really, especially didn't know no other debunkers, was you guys, the supporters. You reminded me that, you know, if you quit, they win. Not only that, but you encouraged me to push through, keep grinding, and I'll be forever grateful to you guys for that. I don't know that I would have made it through had it not been for the Shape Army. Still to this day, you guys, without you, all of us are nobodies. Nobodies.
What's really crazy is the Shape has been doing this for 4 years, and this is actually his first strike.
Haha, and I really want to address that too. Yes, going on 5 years, over 4 years, yes, I have never had a strike, not one time, ever. I've had multiple copyright claims, and I've had a takedown request, or whatever you call it. I've had age restricted, I've had, you know, where they take the premium ads, I've had all that. But no, not once have I had a strike. And oddly enough, the copyright claims, even though the videos are fair use and really haunted, he was 3/4 of those copyright claims. But nonetheless, yeah, literally my first strike ever.
So after talking to the Shape, I launch a counterclaim which gets sent to YouTube and directly to Twin Paranormal themselves, explaining how I believe my videos fall under fair use and this decision is wrong. The next step from here is either Twin Paranormal take this further, which will escalate into legal action, or they remove the strike, you know, there and then, or they do nothing and then they have 10 business days to respond. And after the 10 business days is up, the strike is automatically removed by YouTube. Twin Paranormal let this run on for as long as they possibly could without taking any legal action. As far as I can see it, they are outright abusing YouTube's already questionable system.
Well, every YouTuber on planet Earth, every YouTuber I've ever watched will tell you that the copyright striking system is broken on YouTube. That's a fact. There's so much of a gray area that you can abuse it all day long. It's just how it is. YouTube has adjusted it a little bit, copyright claims and all that other stuff, for the better over the years, but it's still in pretty rough shape. It needs fixed, or at least better than what it is now. Now, real quick, I also wanted to say, I didn't fight the strike. That they struck me, I was going to, but they removed the strike before I could, you know, counteract it. And the reason I mentioned that, because I emailed them. Because you get an email of, you know, the person that struck you. You get the name of the email thing. And I just emailed them. And I told them my side of it, my thoughts. And asked them, why exactly did you strike me? Because they never gave me, you know, no reason whatsoever. None. Just you're struck. Tough. And then they come back. I can't remember exactly what they said. But I told them, you know, if you have a problem with something I say in a video, come to me. If I agree with you, I will remove it. It's not that deep. You know, if you're right, I'm wrong. I don't care to remove it. You know, I'm an adult. That's basically what I told them. But it was a little bit more heated. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, when I was going to counteract the strike, they dropped it.
To put false strikes on the other content creators who criticize them. They don't seem to have a problem with channels who are pro Twin Paranormal using their content.
And I really wanted to address that part too, because, you know, there's multiple channels that have made videos on Really Haunted. I mentioned this in the past. And because of what they said about Really Haunted was awesome and nice, he never did copyright claim their material. But every other video I made on the guy is copyright claimed. But none of theirs. Because the narrative. I wasn't there kissing his you know what. I love you, Lee Honey.
content as a reaction video. Twin Paranormal seem to have a very tyrannical view with anyone who criticizes them, as they just want to silence them outright. Anyway, a day or two passes and the Shape announces, and he tells me that the twins have actually retracted the strike that they issued him. When he sends me the email, we both just think to ourselves, oh, it's only going to be a matter of time before the twins do the same thing for me, because it doesn't make any sense why they would retract his strike but not mine. However, they didn't do this, and they decided, for whatever reason, to keep my strike going as long as they possibly could. I still don't understand why they did the right thing eventually with the Shape, but not with me. And
I don't understand why they dropped my strike, you know, and they let his play out like that. That makes no sense to me. And I will say, I emailed them instead of doing the countersuit thing. Do they have anything to do with it? I don't know. I never asked Side-Eyed Guy if he emailed them directly. That could have had something to do with it. I don't know. But what I do know is a copyright claim, it affects that video that you make. A copyright strike, it affects the entire channel. And let's just say, okay, our strikes were dropped. Oh, cool. It killed the momentum of the video, though. It killed the momentum of every video you have on your channel the whole time that strike is there as well. You can't get that back. Now, people say, YouTube will say, no, it doesn't do that. When the strike's gone, your videos will be pushed. Basically, they'll be doing just as good as they ever have. No. When you get a strike, it kills the momentum of your channel. Thank goodness we got loyal people like you guys.
At no point did Twin Paranormal message me privately and explain any of this, with over 659,000 subscribers, and they have been making videos for over 4 years. At the time this all happened, I had a little over 2,000 subscribers and have been making videos for about 5 months.
That's because Side-Eyed Guy, they deem you as a threat, because you're giving proper criticism. Just like me, Beardo, Purple, Mr. Gray, these up-and-coming newcomers that I'm going to mention later in the video. That's why. One of us debunkers for any one of these fake YouTube ghost hunting channels, one of us are a problem. All of us together, now, that is a force to be reckoned with.
The funny thing is, I wasn't going to react to them again. I'd already made 3 videos on Twin Paranormal, and I was done. I was looking at other ghost hunters and other content creators and making reaction videos on them. But now, I will be making another video on Twin Paranormal, and if by chances they are actually listening to this,
Oh, they are listening.
I want you to strike my next video I make of you. Please strike the video. Because every time you guys wrongfully strike a content creator who is criticizing you, it makes you look terrible. It makes you look guilty, and it makes you look like the fakers you are. I also want to take this opportunity to applaud Colin from the Paranormal Files. The last video I made was on him. I wasn't as harsh on Colin as I probably have been on the twins, but that's mostly because Colin just seems to be a much nicer person than the twins.
And I too, I give Colin praises. I mean, I've dealt with them over the past few years, but they never copyright struck me, and they were pretty respectful. And that goes a long way with all debunkers, for that matter. It's not that we're going to, all of a sudden we're going to be biased for that channel because they were nice to us and this channel was mean to us. That's not what I'm saying. But it very well may change, like if I'm making a video on you and I'm about to call you a hypocrite, a dumb hypocrite, you know what I mean? If I was about to say that, maybe I'll take the dumb part out of it. Saying, well, I mean, they were nice. Huh? Perks.
I do think he fakes some of his stuff, but his ethics are way higher than the twins. The twins seem to really struggle with just being decent human beings. Anyway, Colin sent me a comment on that video I made, and I'm sure he wasn't happy about some of the jokes I made, but he was very respectful and understanding, and I think he deserves the respect from our community. Colin, if by chance you're listening to this, I know a lot of people in the debunking community have a newfound respect for you after, you reaching out the way you did.
Well said, Side-Eyed Guy. Well said. He definitely, I'm pretty sure all of us debunkers for that matter, he gained a tiny little molecule of respect. that's good. I mean, but the reason I wanted to address this before we get into this debunk that's coming up, the reason I wanted to address this though, man, the side-eyed guy, man, fantastic content that he makes, really fantastic, man. And just the perspective that each debunker has, man, they're all unique, man, whether it's Spirito, his personality is contagious. Mr. Gray, his personality, contagious, you know. Purple, same thing. Crow Judas, he gets left out a lot, but man, he cracks me up more than any other debunker ever. I cry laughing when I watch his videos, for real. PSI do great work. I'm going to start linking all the debunkers forever. It's just an amazing community. And now we have, drum roll please. I'm just kidding, that was stupid. We have Smith, Not So Paranormal. And this debunk is nothing short of incredible. I kid you not. I think it's his debunk. It's Ben and Lainey, or Lainey and Ben. It don't matter if you get their names in order. I don't even know why I care at this point. Pay attention. Now, please subscribe to Smith Paranormal. No, not you again. And subscribe to Wacky Paranormal too.
You say?
I think it's a company thing when it comes to the sitting room.
Right.
If things move and stuff like that, but I still think that it just because it's attached to the kitchen.
Did you hear that? Did you just hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
Go through to the kitchen. Go through to the kitchen. I think I just heard something in the kitchen.
Wait, what did you hear?
Don't.
What have you heard? Oh.
Did you catch it? Now, Smith, Not So Paranormal, this is a fantastic catch. Mwah, it's awesome. Chef's kiss. Now, the secret word is thingamajig, by the way. Didn't know that was coming, did you? But did you guys really catch it? Lainey is talking on the phone to, I guess, a psychic medium or something. And Ben's holding the camera. Ben then hands the camera to her, but she's holding it as if he's holding it. Gotta pay attention. The problem is she got the reflection in the television right behind her, right over her shoulder. Ben hands her the phone, he runs to the kitchen, opens drawers, comes back, sneaks up, holds the phone, takes it away from her. You know, transition real nice to make it look like he was standing there the whole time. But now that you know that, let's watch it again. And subscribe to Beardo Gets Scared and Crow Judas.
So that's where that leads up the stairs, so we hear footsteps. Yeah. We hear footsteps up the stairs and down the stairs.
Because I'm hearing banging on that square bit.
Right. Yeah, because the stairs are literally, like, that is the stair.
Okay, I keep hearing banging there.
Yeah.
That door there, that door there, it's just another day thing. It's just another day door thingy. Again, it's like I'm picking it up from...
And Ben moves in to give her the camera so he can sneak back into the kitchen and mess with the drawers. She turns around and grabs the camera.
What it is, when you're in your living room, that's when they tend to do stuff because they want to... They're like around you at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can recall...
I love this debunk. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now, I brightened the image over her shoulder to show you the reflection in the television. She is literally holding the camera that Ben's supposed to be holding. You can see it in her hand in the reflection. And Smith Paranormal points out the reflection. You can see her holding the camera, even though she's holding it in a way it looks like Ben is the one holding it. Look at that.
Or if there was much activity in the sitting room when you're not in the sitting room.
I don't know, because we've not really put
This lady looks either concerned or bored. I can't really pick.
But I think, I don't know, what would you say?
She asked Ben a question like, what do you think? You know, like he's been there the whole time and not in the kitchen, you know, opening all them drawers. And he's like, he doesn't even know what to say. It's just so mind-blowingly, what's the word, idiotic. If you can't stage or script or fake a video no better than this, just don't do it. I mean, oh.
So that's where the stair, that leads up the stairs, so we hear footsteps. We hear footsteps up the stairs and down the
Because I'm
stairs.
hearing banging on that square bit.
Right. Well, yeah, because the stairs are literally, like, that is the stairs.
Okay, I keep hearing banging there.
Yeah.
That door there, that door there, it's just another day thing. It's just another day door thingy. Again, it's like I'm picking it up from this side of the room.
Right.
When I go to your sofa, even though I know there's cushions and things with and stuff like that, do you know what it is? When you're in
And it's the handoff. Then Ben heads to the kitchen to open the drawers. Now she is literally holding this phone, pretending like he's the one holding it. But you can see in the reflection she isn't. And Ben has gone in there for almost 20 seconds. Then by the time he comes back and picks up the phone, you can literally hear him grab it. Listen.
I think, I don't know, what would you say?
I think it's a company thing when it comes to the sitting room.
Right.
If things move and stuff like that, but I still think that it's just because it's attached to the kitchen.
Did you hear that? Did you just hear that?
And where is the kitchen, one might ask? It's directly behind Ben, where he would have been holding the camera. She holds the camera, acting like it's him holding it. He just creeps right into the kitchen, opens all the drawers, comes back, holds the camera like he'd been doing it the whole time. Fantastic. And conveniently enough, the kitchen is right behind the camera. Looky there, woo! So, Lainey and Ben get upset when people say they're staging their videos. And then they turn around and do something so obviously fake that how would you be shocked that somebody would call you out for that? Why would you be like, how could you do that? Why would you critique me for faking a video when you leave stuff like, you know what, I quit. I'm out of here. Toodaloo. Love you. I'll see you later. But that's a fantastic debunk by Smith, Not So Paranormal. Now there's another debunking channel that's growing on YouTube, and they're called Wacky Paranormal, I think. I'll link them, and Smith, Not So Paranormal as well, the one that done this video. I'll link them down below with the other debunkers, because you need to check them out. I mean, the side-eyed guy, for instance, you remember? Yeah, that guy that I sent you to that you absolutely, all of you went and subbed. Amazing, man. And us debunkers couldn't do it without you guys. Man, I just appreciate you guys and I love you guys. You guys are amazing. But I had to get this off my chest. I know this is a little bit of drama and all that. I normally don't do that. But over time, stuff builds up and you just gotta let it out. You just gotta vent, so to speak. But this is worth venting because it involves all of us. I love you guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. And it's a banger coming very soon. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.